Hey lovers, it's PDH with Love on Tour, and today I'm going to give you my 7 reasons why I love cruising. Let's go! So the number one reason why I love cruising is the water. Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense, right? You're out at sea, you get to feel the ocean breeze on your face, you get to listen to the water. I'm a water child at heart. I absolutely love the feeling of being out on the water. And to do that for an entire week, it is the most relaxing experience that I have ever experienced vacation-wise. So typically, if you go to Rome, you go to Paris, you are racing through trying to see everything you can for good reason. If you go to an all-inclusive resort, you're literally laying on the beach. Sometimes there are no waves, there's nothing necessarily to listen to, but that can be relaxing as well. Very quiet, very serene experience. But to me, being on a cruise ship, out at sea, experiencing the water that way, there is nothing that comes close to it. Also, I love the fact that you can literally look out into the ocean and see dolphins swimming next to the boat, or fish jumping up and flying into the air. Just the experience is just something that, for me, you can't compare it to any other experience. So I love being out on the water. Number 2, date night. Connecting with the one that you love as a couple, as a married couple, even father, son, mother, daughter, whatever the connection needs to be. There's something about being able to unplug from the world and being out at sea, and you can do as much as you want or as little as you want, and really spend that time connecting together, especially for couples. There is nothing like getting dressed up for date night and actually putting on some heels, looking good, smelling good. And when I go on these cruises, I'm suited and booted. I don't play around. I pick out, 4 or 5 suits, ties, shirts, hankies, because I rarely get to have that experience when I'm home, because there's always so much to do. There's always a reason not to put that kind of effort in to get dressed up for a date night at home. But there is absolutely no reason not to do it when you're out on a cruise ship. So I love that part of it. You also get to explore together, not only just on the cruise ship, but when you take your excursions, you get to go scuba diving together, snorkeling together, take a boat ride together. These are experiences that are sometimes hard to do when you're home and there's always people pulling on you. You have kids, you have school, you have work, always people pulling on you. So having those experiences together, when you're able to disconnect a bit from the world, it has its own special power to it, I believe. Number 3, dining. I absolutely love the restaurants on cruise ship. Not only do you have your main dining, which are always very nicely done, chic and elegant, you have specialty dining too, where the food just really goes up a notch. And those specialty dining restaurants, sometimes they're French, Italian, Mexican, seafood. Ocean Blue on Norwegian is one of our favorite restaurants. Also, there is Steakhouse on Princess that we love. We love Guy's Burger Joint on Carnival. And that's right, it's not just the high-end type of dining that we're talking about. We're talking about being able to go grab a great burger or a great hot dog, or there's ice cream machines there, or although we don't have our buffets anymore, I love the buffets. But because of COVID, we probably won't see buffets for quite some time. But I absolutely still love the ability to go and just kind of grab and go whatever you want. So the dining on the cruise ship is absolutely amazing, spectacular even, once you get into the higher end cruise ships and the specialty restaurants. Number 4, the entertainment. Listen, I am a film producer by trade, and I've done theatrical productions my whole life, live events and shows. The productions on some of these cruise ships are top notch. I mean, it's the same thing that you will find going to some of these Broadway theaters or off-Broadway theaters. I mean, from the special effects to the sound to the music to the performances. I mean, it's spectacular to be on a cruise ship and have a date night and actually go to a Broadway style show and enjoy it. That is amazing. But not just the big shows. We also love some of the comedy shows. Some of the comedians there are very funny. And then there's some nooks and crannies where you can find a pianist just in a small bar doing a little solo acoustic set that's really special. There's times we've come out of the big production and found somebody just sitting playing the piano. Norwegian, the observation deck, there's typically some kind of pianist down there or a little duo with a singer. On Royal Caribbean, we love Jazz on 7, where you can walk in and see a jazz artist just kind of riffing and with a little three-man band setup. That is just amazing to be able to kick back and just be entertained every time you turn around. It's fantastic. Number 5, the ports. You want to go to Jamaica? You want to go to Mexico? You want to go to the Dominican Republic? You can do all that on one trip. How else are you going to see all those places in one swing? Now, I've heard people say, hey, you can't really get immersed in the culture. And I disagree, because typically in these places, you take a day trip out, you can do 4 or 5 things, from going to see where they make their coffee, where they make their cigars, having lunch on the beach, horseback riding through the jungle, going to some far obscure part of the island where they tell you the myths of the island and how it got started. And usually your tour conductors are so knowledgeable. I mean, they go on about these places and tell you things that you would never know otherwise. So we absolutely love the ports. And if you don't want to get off the ship, you don't have to get off the ship. We've taken many itineraries multiple times and maybe not got off. Maybe we didn't get off the ship this time in Jamaica, or we take a different excursion and find out a different part of that history and that culture. Number 6, balcony rooms. Man, do I love balcony rooms. Again, I told you I'm a water child. I love walking out the door, having my coffee, having a drink if you drink, and just staring out at the ocean. My first cruise ever, I won't mention the cruise line, but it was in an inside cabin, and I swore I died and got stuck into prison. I swore I would never cruise again. But once I got into a balcony room and really experienced having the ability to open the door and just have the sea within my view and be able to watch the sunset there, it was just absolutely life-changing for me. So the balcony room is definitely a way to go if you can afford it. And it's typically not that much more money than the inside room on most cruises. Number 7, it's all included, which means that if you pay for your cruise and you get on the boat and you pay your gratuities, if you like, your taxes, that sort of thing, you literally almost never have to pick up your wallet again. That means that your food, your water, lemonade, entertainment shows, access to the casinos and to all the special parts, the swimming pools and things of that nature, the white party, all these things are already included in your cruise fare, which is great for families traveling on a budget or for couples who are traveling on a budget. It is fantastic to know that your trip is paid for and you don't have to pay anything else. Contrast that with going to London or going to Paris, paying for your hotel, your airfare, and then having to put a budget together for food, your shows, your entertainment, your transportation, etc., etc. There's nothing wrong with those kind of trips. I love taking those kind of trips as well. Also all-inclusive. Resorts work the same way. But I've found that the food and the entertainment on the cruise lines is a little bit higher than you would find at the all-inclusive resorts, at least the ones I've been to. And I've been to Sandals and Secrets and a bunch of the other ones. So If you are looking to take a cruise or a group cruise, give us a call, Love on Tour Travel, or send us an email. We'd love to help you out. We have taken over 25 different cruises, and we've literally traveled all over the world, and our staff has the same kind of experience and expertise, and we'd love to help you out with your next trip. That's it for this episode of Love on Tour. It's PDH. Remember, it's love above all, and love will travel, and what the world needs now is love, sweet love. I'll catch you next time. Peace.